Good morning, guys, and thanks for coming here. And thanks, TEDxPDPU, to invite me here. I have small story to tell you guys. And my name is Rakesh Udiyar, and I'm a celebrity trainer. It was not easy to become a celebrity trainer. This is how I'll give you my brief story. Uh, I come from a very small background family where we couldn't even get food for a living, like 3 4 days sometimes. There's no food also, and we have to sleep like that. uh, I have one brother and one small sister, and my parents. My father was having a paralysis, and very early age we started working. Age of 7, I believe age of 7 first started working as a candy seller in the train, because there was no resources, there's no income, and my mom used to do a housework. And there were few incidents happen like that, which keep me always on my legs. There was one incident which I want to share you. Don't feel bad. It was from my family, one of my family. There was no food in my house, and my mom told me just go to the I will my auntie and ask for money, and we can make some food. I went, and uh, it was a Sunday, and I went there and said, Auntie, mom asked some money, and they just neglect me this way, and I was very touched. And I came back home and I told mom, after this, we are not going to ask anyone anything. Uh, it's really touchable for me because I've gone through, and from that day I decided I'll not ask anyone anything, and I'll just work. Since that day till now, sorry, I keep working so hard where I can keep my family in a good way. The bottom of the story is I never give up in my life. Any work comes to me, I really want to do it. I never say no to any work. From the think about it for the work, sweeping, mopping, candy selling, uh, car washing, paper, milk, anything, whatever work I can get it, I've done it. And in that during days, I used to love sports, so I started a little bit gymming and powerlifting. And because of that, and later on that helped me out. But in that whole journey and that whole process, I was keep thinking, why me? And why this happening to me only? And how I'll come up and when I'll become successful. uh, in those days, one of my friend gave me one book, and he said, "Please read this book, and it's really keep you up." And that book called The Secret, and I really believe in secret. So I start doing my work. I used to work since morning like 6 o'clock till night. I never seen a time, and till today, sometimes there is no time to go home. I keep traveling 24/7. I I do online works whole night. Get up in the morning 6 o'clock and then keep going till 11 o'clock in the night. But in the start of the process, it was not that easy. Initials, the days from if you know anywhere, Bombay, Ambernath Central, from Ambernath to Dadar, coming in the train, selling candies, go back home, give little bit amount of money where you can get a good amount of food. Little bit meant was not that much. If I used to sell 100 candies, I used to get 7 rupees. Yeah, 7 rupees I used to get. To save that 7 rupees, I have to travel from Ambernath to Dadar. It's in Central Railway. Think about it, fully crowded. You need to sell that, come back home, give money, go to school, come back again, same thing in the evening. And I keep doing this thing, and then my mom shifted to Bombay, where a place called Bandra. And from Bandra, I started doing gyms and meeting people. And initial days was even somebody told me that time, you're wasting your time. Your gym पे कोई पैसा आता है क्या? You will not get initial amount of money. You will not get good names. You will be staying in the gym only, and nobody will recognize you. I didn't listen to that, and I was keep doing what I really loved it. I really love my job, and this is I live up to, because my job gave me everything. What kept me as motivated is my fear. What happened if same thing come back to me? What happens if I lose my job? What happens tomorrow if somebody take over me? So that one fear keeps me up throughout my whole life. And still I keep that fear in me some down the line, where I don't want to lose anything, and I keep on to work hard and really work hard and really work hard. For me is motivation is to get your job done, love your job, and give your 110% for your job. Uh, what I understand in that journey, initials I didn't understand. If you really ask and believe in yourself and you start loving that thing, one day it's going to be, you'll get it, but it's a process. You don't understand in that process. You have to go down, you have to come up, stay motivated, keep working hard. That's what I did in my life, and I'm still doing the same thing. And uh, there's one more small story how I became celebrity trainer. I used to prep a lot of bodybuilders. I used to help bodybuilders to how to prep. And in that prepping, there's one guy named called Sayed. He just told me, one of my clients want to meet you, and I went, and that's how I met Arbaz Khan. Then I trained Arbaz Khan for 2, 3 years, and one night I get a call from Mr. Salman Khan. It's late night, around 2:30, 3 o'clock. He called me, and I was like, "Hello," and he said, "मैं बोल रहा हूँ." I said, "So," and I kept the phone. And in the early morning, Arbaz bhai called me and said, "You didn't took the Salman sir's call. He was Salman sir." I said, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't know." In the night, he said, "मैं बोल रहा हूँ." So I was like, "क्या बोल रहा है?" So I went there, and he said, "Why don't you join me?" So that's how I started training him in Veer. And since then, I'm still with him. I'm today Salman Khan and Amir Khan's personal trainer. And yeah, this is what I do. Thank you.